is the North End. This is the North End.
Okay, hello North Enders. It is Luke from the North End podcast. Terrible. Quick review and a quick chat regarding Aston Villa following our 2-1 embarrassing defeat by Everton just in the Carabao Cup. JP usually does a good, bad, and an ugly. I think I'm going to make this a bad, ugly, and uglier. Because very little to take from that performance. So, the bad. Unai, Super Unai, is now 3 for 3 in the cup. 3 cup games, 1 in Europe, and 2 domestic, and he's lost all 3 of them. And there is so much that could be said about this man, a guy who's known for incredible cup runs, and yet here we are watching a Villa team that is just so disjointed. And, we'll get on to other points, but I want to speak to that first. Really strange lineup. We have John McGinn slotting in as left back, Yuri Tillemans playing and Kamara benched. I know, obviously, Kamara for the league, but I haven't seen enough from Tillemans to kind of see that. I think Dion Donker was maybe playing at centre back. No, it was Powell. Just a lot of really strange kind of like positions, and Villa just we looked lost. We really looked lost. The team looked lost. Obviously changes come in the half for the second half, and needed. Before anything was even announced, as soon as the half had finished, I knew that Duran would be off. I knew that we'd see the likes of Kamara coming on. Watkins came on, and I tell you, if anyone wants to doubt Watkins in a Villa shirt, go and see Duran, or go and see a younger, not to crack on at Duran, but go and look at a younger striker that doesn't understand the nuances of being a good striker. The number one thing is how to put your body in the way of a defender. And if you go and watch Duran's 45 minutes, I think he lost every single one-on-one with Michael Keane or whoever else was at centre-back for Everton. It was just painful. Now, okay, he was isolated, but I think Unai is tinkering maybe just a bit too much. The John McGinn at left back just doesn't seem necessary. There are other players, and if you're going to tinker, why not tinker with some of the players that were good for us in the preseason? Young Kellerman comes on in the second half. I suppose Tillemans, it's a real mess. I'm trying to find a reason as to why he did what he did, and I can't work it out. And when you consider that the likes of City, the likes of Tottenham, and I believe also Brighton have gone out this week or today in the Cup as well, it would have been great, and I would have loved to have seen Villa go on a cup run. I think the Carabao could have been that cup, but that is it. The bad, the ugly. So the ugly has to be the overall performance of this team. The 45 minutes was maybe the worst 45 minutes I've seen from a Villa team in a very long time. Disconnected, disjointed, sloppy play. Everton scored not one but both goals from really Villa mistakes. Olsen and Louise and people hammering balls into each other right next to each other for the first goal, and just a sloppy back pass for the second. Konza couldn't do a whole lot. Actually, that's one little bright spot. Ezri Konza, again, just iconic at the back. Really strong performance. And Southgate, you have to. If you're going to have any credibility, you need to be looking at Konza in that squad. And he should be getting time because he is, without doubt, just holding us together at the moment. He puts himself in front. Brilliant. Anyways, poor from front to back today. Watkins was good when he came on. Konza was good as it came on. But other than that, really very little to write home about. We also seem to have a problem. We don't seem to trust certain sides of the pitch or certain players. In this regard, it was Matty Cash on the right. I'd say Matty Cash spent 60-70% free, space free on the right. Maybe you could argue that he should have been pushing in more and the balls would have come in. But he stood there Then the second half, you've got Ashley Young, 37, 38-year-old Ashley Young. Give the ball to Matty and tell Matty to just hammer him. Hammer him for 10 minutes. Take him on, take him on, take him on, and see what happens. Get some balls in. I think he put in maybe 4 balls, 5 balls the whole game in that second half. Like, just the ball didn't come out, and he was second guessing himself. Individually as well, terrible. Yuri Tillemans, just atrocious. Really atrocious. He was moaning about not having enough game time, and he was promised more. Well, based on today's performance, it's going to be less, not more. It was just all over the place. Really, really sloppy. So just all around the pitch, Villa was just second best. They pressed us. Everton sat back the whole game. 10, almost 11 men behind the ball at the whole time. They were there to be had. They weren't good. And if Everton fan tries to tell you he's or she or they are liars, so very inclusive in this pod, you see. But yeah, just atrocious. And because I don't want this to go on too long, because really, why? The uglier. Depth. We are really, really weak outside of the starting 11. We rotated players today, and it was just leaps and bounds from the team that have been playing in the Premier League so far to the team that was featured. McGinn again, but left back, I'm not going to have a go at McGinn, actually. I thought he did a number of great things. Douglas Luiz, we'd be a lot worse off without him. But yeah, like key players that just need to step up. Olsen, just dreadful, unsure of himself. Like, I know you're not going to start Olsen, but you're making it hard to even pick you as the second right now. Like, I'd be even considering looking at the under-21s or the under-23s or whatever it might be, because you just, every time you get a chance, you seem to have a mistake in you. Leon Bailey, 35, 40 minutes and nothing, and then off injured again. Paper mache Bailey. It's getting kind of ridiculous at this stage. Moaning, his dad moaning, not getting enough game time, gets the game time, and is just monstrously inconsistent, with most of the consistency being shit. So, it's really hard. John Duran, I question letting Archer go based on the performance today. Duran is a very different player to Archer. He's big, strong, physical, and I know they kind of want that around. But he's lost. He doesn't know how to play. He doesn't play off the last man. And so you think, well, he's a big lad, so hold up play. And as I said earlier, he lost every one-on-one. So you're kind of left going, well, where is he? Is he appearing here? Zaniolo came on, did a little something again, not amazing, second guessing himself again. Yeah, just a piss poor Villa performance across the board. But depth is going to be a real worry. We are hemorrhaging injuries. Leon Bailey picks up something, hopefully 2 weeks at the worst, I reckon. I think it was probably just a niggle. But just really showing how we just don't have the depth, and we let these players go. We let, young Ramsey go, and he's now starting at Burnley. But he would have been great as a rotation, I think. Some of the young players, Bodens, Philogene, was it? He's gone, numerous players that we saw and were excited about that have been let go or not released, or sent out with a buyback or sent out on loan. And I worry that we haven't got the depth, and it's really frightening. So we're going to wash our hands of today. I always hate watching Everton win. Cannot stand them, and really would love to see them relegated. Just piss poor, like poor man's Liverpool. Yeah, just not really a whole lot to take from this performance, but let's see. Brighton on Saturday. It's going to be a tough game. Let's see what we can do, and we're going to remain positive. Yes, I don't even believe that. Why would you? Let's see. Hopefully, we can correct the issues in Europe, and we can go on a bit of a run there. And we'll take it. Villa fans, I think we'll take a Europe run. Yeah? Okay, cool. Right, Luke from the North End, you know what to do. Please like, subscribe. We're not doing this for our own benefit. Actually, we are. We just love a rant, so. But if you enjoy it just a little bit, please, just... There it is. And a big shout out to Paul for being so great with the editing and just getting on top of this. So, thanks, Paul. We all love you. JP, I'll let you take it back from Saturday because sunny California is far nicer than my childhood bedroom in a rainy and windy Birmingham. Luke out.
This is the North End. This is the North End.